Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Night Raw. We are live and we are in the Raw Zone. For the first time here in Universe Mode history, Raw has moved to a much smaller venue, but trust me, the action is so much more jam-packed than it can possibly be. We have one hell of a night for you guys. Solo Sikoa takes on the newcomer and Claudio Castagnoli. We also have Drew McIntyre taking on Robert Roode, two men rekindling their feud to decide who will take on Austin Theory for the Intercontinental Championship. And also Malachi Black speaks to the WWE Universe here at the Raw Zone here tonight. It's gonna be one hell of a night, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we should just jump right into this, if you ask me. All right, well, we're starting off this one here tonight with Rey Mysterio going one-on-one with Chad Gable. Now, here's the backstory on this matchup. Now, Chad Gable was scheduled for a matchup regardless, but Rey Mysterio was not slotted for this matchup originally. Originally, Rey Mysterio was supposed to be just have an interview backstage, but Rey came to me and he told me to try to, talk to William Regal. I tried my best. It didn't work until he went up to him himself and he told William Regal simply, listen, I know I'm an old guy. I know I might be the old dog that can't learn new tricks. I know I might be the guy that people don't look like as the guy anymore. That's fine. But one thing that I would not allow is for me to be disrespected by the likes of Santos Escobar when I am the one who made Lucha Wrestling what it was. And he's not lying. Rey Mysterio has done a lot here in Universe Mode. Rey Mysterio has done a lot in the WWE, and not just in the WWE, but just overall in the professional wrestling industry. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to this man right here, when it comes down to Rey Mysterio, this is a guy that you look at and you gotta think to yourself, man, what a legend. But tonight he's going against the likes of Chad Gable, a man who a lot of people have been arguing to be the second coming of Kurt Angle. Don't take it up with me, take it up with them. All I gotta say is this man, when he steps into the ring, he's damn good. He's finesse, he's sleek, and he knows how to get the job done. The big question is tonight, will he be able to do that against the older luchador wrestler known as Rey Mysterio? Taking nothing away from, Rey Mysterio for a second. Yeah, we have the older guy versus the younger guy in this matchup, but taking nothing away from Rey Mysterio for a quick second. Rey Mysterio put on one hell of a match in the beginning of the season 2 when he went against Randy Orton at the King of the Ring pay-per-view, and then dating all the way back to only a couple of weeks ago when he stepped into the Extreme Rules pay-per-view and took on Finn Balor. Yes, he lost that matchup, but the performance that Rey Mysterio put on that matchup was unlike anything we have ever seen. It was the most hard-hitting Rey Mysterio we've ever seen. And tonight, I got a feeling that Chad Gable is going to get a piece of, that Rey Mysterio here tonight, because Rey Mysterio isn't just here to, shake hands and chat with the WWE. Rey Mysterio isn't just, he's not in the best mood. Overall, the last couple of weeks, it hasn't been looking too good for Rey Mysterio. He's been getting targeted. He's been getting called out numerous amount of times by Santos Escobar. Escobar wants him in the LWO. Rey doesn't want that. Rey wants to prove that you can have the numbers advantage against you and you can still get the job done. But, oh, man, Gable making me eat my words there, taking down Rey Mysterio. Nicely done there by Chad Gable. And Mysterio, holding on that knee. A lot of superstars target the knees of Rey Mysterio, and you got to think that's probably one of the smarter things to do. You got a guy like Rey Mysterio bouncing off of the ropes. It's definitely smart to go after the knees there. And, nicely done there by Chad Gable. Very nicely done there. And wait a minute, Rey Mysterio now looking to turn the tables. Nice Irish whip into the corner. And, oh, man. Nice little clothesline into the corner, popping up into a beautiful tornado DDT. Nicely done there by Rey Mysterio here tonight in the Raw Zone. This is the first matchup we're having. Nice splash there by Rey Mysterio. First matchup we're having in the Raw Zone here tonight. And you ask me, I could have asked for a better matchup. Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable. That is definitely a matchup a lot cannot argue with. And wait a minute, Rey Mysterio now ducking down under that. Chad Gable tries to hit him with a clothesline, misses out, and now beautiful work there by Rey Mysterio. And this is that luchador style I was talking about. When you talk about a guy like Rey Mysterio, this is a guy who paved the way for a lot of superstars. And oh man, a little bit of a call out there to Finn Balor, and oh man, going for the cover here too, and no! Coup de grace variation there by Rey Mysterio, and you see, this is what I was talking about right here. This is what Legado del Fantasma was talking about. This is exactly, what Santos Escobar tried to warn Rey Mysterio about. Mysterio through the ropes! Through the ropes, hits up with a beautiful DDT, nicely done there by Rey. But this is what I was saying last week. This is what, Santos Escobar was telling Rey about, telling him, hey, you got a match coming up. The best thing you're going to want to do the very best thing you're going to want to do is have backup out there with you. You could have Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, take your pick of the litter. Only thing you have to do is join the LWO. And Rey Mysterio, when he talked back to Santos Escobar, definitely disrespected him a little bit, but told him in nice words without nice words, basically saying that he doesn't need Legado del Fantasma or the LWO. But Rey Mysterio struggling a little bit here on the outside, but he makes me eat my words. Beautiful float over DDT there by Rey Mysterio. Referee almost on the count of 8. Both men want to try to get themselves back into the ring. You see the ref is giving a little bit of leeway, understanding the importance of this matchup. This matchup not being for any specific prize or title, but first matchup here in the Raw Zone. And that speaks volumes itself. And oh man, nice takedown there by Chad Gable. Very, very beautiful. And I want to remind everybody here tonight, we got Malachi Black in the building. Main event, #1 contenders match. And wait a minute, float over there! Pitch perfect by the suplex machine, the Olympus himself, Chad Gable. This is a man on a different level. But wait a minute, nicely done there. Nice. And oh man, Hurricane Rana there by Rey Mysterio. And once again, Otis being a factor in this matchup. Otis not being much of a factor, but definitely being enough to do the job. And wait a minute, may not be enough. Nice baseball. Slide kick there by Rey Mysterio. Nicely done there by Mysterio. And wait a minute, Mysterio and Gable here teeing off. Both been doing a damn good job. And oh man, Rey just stomping into the chest of Chad Gable there. Gable might be in a little bit of trouble here. If I was Chad Gable, I'd worry. Oh! And Gable scouted him perfectly. The frog splash was going to take place, but Mysterio hit him, moved out of the way, and now Chad Gable looks like he wants to go for something that's going to pop the crowd. There we go. 1, 2, and oh. Rey Mysterio stays in it somehow, some way after that beautiful standing moonsault by Chad Gable. And you see Otis bringing a chair into the ring, using that to his advantage, helping Chad Gable get a little bit of the upper hand as the referee was distracted. That's that tag team work there by Mysterio. And wait a minute, Gable now looking to show off that strength there. Rollover. Beautiful suplex into the cover. 1, 2, no. Chad Gable almost put down Rey Mysterio. I mean, imagine what that would do for the career of Chad Gable. And wait a minute, these two men putting on a clinic. I mean, Rey's a small guy, but he's not a light one. And Gable right there, doing what he has to do, showing off the strength, showing off the brutality. This right here could be a star-make performance for Chad Gable. And a beautiful dropkick, but missed. Rey tried to capitalize, but a rope break there by Chad Gable. Man, that would have been a beautiful capitalization if Rey would have got him. But his ring awareness was just a little off there. Goes to pick him up, but Gable moving out of the way. Beautiful dropkick there by Rey Mysterio. And you see Otis trying to get into the way again. Otis continuing almost third time, if I'm seeing now, being a factor in this matchup. But Gable bouncing down low, ducking over. And what does he have in mind for Rey Mysterio? Now both men getting tied up. Nobody has anything in mind here. Wait a minute. I ate my words. Beautiful suplex there by Chad Gable. Gable being an absolute suplexing machine here tonight. Rey Mysterio trying to prove that the numbers game means absolutely nothing. Both men fighting for an absolute purpose here tonight in the Raw Zone. Wait a minute. Gable going up high. And oh! Absolutely beautiful work there by Chad Gable. I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again. When you see this guy in the ring, it's very little mess ups. Look, wait a minute, Gable. Rey Mysterio needed to do something to get Gable's mind away from him. But like I said, when you see Gable in the ring, it's very sleek. It's very smooth. Gable just knows what he's doing. I mean, look at this. Taking him over, finding a ground-based position there. Meeting Mysterio right back in the front now, going for the cover. Is this going to be it here? Gable looking to put away a former legend here tonight. And he does it! Chad Gable gets the job done against Rey Mysterio. Continuous help from Otis. Over and over and over again. That just shows the unity. Oh, wait a minute. Alpha Academy left the ring. Rey is trying to get back up to his feet, but he's struggling at that. And wait a minute. Oh, no. This is not good. But wait a minute. No Santos Escobar. Only the tag team of Legado of the LWO. Only Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. This is definitely interesting because these are the two men who feel like Santos Escobar is wasting his time with Rey Mysterio. Mysterio, I guess Escobar sees something and Mysterio sees the future that the LWO can become. But these two men are not for it, and Rey up to his feet calling out the the LWO here. And wait a minute, Cruz del Toro sliding into the ring. Oh my God, Wild sliding into the ring. Throw of 3 men facing off. They're trying to hype up Ray. Ray telling them no. Ray said, get the hell out of here. I am not doing this. I'm not joining the LWO. Oh my God. And I guess that comes with consequences. Ray getting laid out in the ring, taken out and thrown over the ropes there. Boy, Joaquin Wilde, and look at these men. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about the main event. It's going to be Drew McIntyre going one-on-one with the glorious one himself, Robert Roode. Both these men renewed their rivalry tonight to see who is going to get Intercontinental Championship gold. Find out what happens tonight in the main event. I don't know about you guys, but Adam Cole has been on a roll, baby. And last week, Story Time with Adam Cole was the highest rated segment of the show, so William Regal figured I'd bless you guys with a little bit of Story Time with Adam Cole, baby. And this story is about a man named Adam Cole, a man who searched all over the world, who's won golds all over the world, and who's become the absolute best, the man, some may say, and a guy who entered WWE thinking he was going to have a matchup against one of the high representatives of Raw, but end up meeting an absolute pillar in Finn Balor. And that man, Adam Cole, that man is a dangerous man, and once he's fixated on something, once he has his mind on something, that's the only thing he can think about. And the only thing he can think about right now is Unforgiven. And with Unforgiven being only next week, I want a match, and I want a match against the pillar. Finn Balor has been on a goddamn roll. He's beating everybody that's come his way. Rey Mysterio, John Cena, he's beating the greats all over the world, but he has yet to beat Adam freaking Cole. My boys did it last week against the Hurt Business when I called their shot. Tonight, I'm calling my shot for Unforgiven Balor. All you have to do is answer the challenge and show the WWE that you're not a coward. Show the WWE that you are the man to be, the true pillar of this WWE. Prove them wrong, Adam. Prove that you are not that old leader of the Bullet Club who ran away and tucked his tail between his legs from New Japan and went over to the WWE. Prove that you are a different man. Prove that you are a better man. Don't prove it to them, but prove it to me, your friend. Well, alright. Adam Cole has some, well, some is an understatement. He has straight words for the pillar himself, Finn Balor. But ladies and gentlemen, we have one hell of a hard-hitting match laid out for you guys. This one has Blockbuster written all over it. It's gonna be Solo Sikoa going one-on-one with the newcomer Claudio Castagnoli. Last week it was a beautiful week, I tell you. Jimmy and Jey Uso, they said strictly they had enough. They had enough of the abuse. They had enough of the fight with Roman Reigns. This war we are in now. We don't care if Roman doesn't want us around, but we're going to protect our bloodline. We're going to protect our cousin. So they have inserted themselves in this ongoing battle Roman now sees himself in with his former Shield buddies. But this man right here, we don't know where his allegiance line. I mean, obviously, it doesn't align with Roman Reigns. But since he made an enemy out of Roman Reigns, he made an enemy out of the bloodline. Ladies and gentlemen, Claudio Castagnoli making his Raw Zone debut here in Universe Mode. Man, oh man, Solo Sikoa versus Claudio Castagnoli. This is going to be one hell of a matchup. This is going to be one hell of a hard-hitting matchup. And all I got to say, hey, if you want to see some hard-hitting wrestling, this is Destination X. This is the place to be. The big question is Claudio, is he working for himself? Did he just take out a simple hit job on Roman? Did he just go after Roman to make a name for himself? I mean, it was a big spotlight. People seen it. He did what he was intended to do. He made the name for himself. Big question is he here to just insert himself in that and then go about his business? Or is he here for a deeper purpose? We don't know what Claudio's here for. We have yet to see him even speak. But only a week after him making his debut here in Universe Mode, he finds himself making his in-ring debut 1 week later against the cousin. One of the people who Roman and him have a very shaky relationship. But in Solo's words, the only person that can put their hands on my cousin is me. So now the enforcer of the NOI family looks to take on Claudio here tonight. And wait a minute, Claudio just straight handling Solo Sikoa already in the early on to the matchup. Stun gun off the ropes. Absolutely beautiful work there by Claudio Castagnoli. I mean, oh man, nice takedown here. I mean, it's an absolute privilege, I gotta mention, to even be able to commentate over Claudio's match. I mean, I didn't think I would get this opportunity, but oh, Claudio over and over again with those punches, just slamming down. But Solo with a nice kick to the face there. Nicely done there by Solo Sikoa. Sikoa and him locking up, but Sikoa getting the kick. Looking to find himself in a better position here tonight. And oh, wait, Claudio and Solo getting tangled up. I mean, hey, I wouldn't see it any other way. Both men are absolute brutes. They're big men. I mean, we've seen a Solo in the ring with a handful of opponents. We've seen him win. We've seen him take some loss. But at the end of the day, Solo, man, he tries to get the job done any which way he can. I mean, he took his fight to the Shield in the past, defeating Seth Rollins. And oh! Showing off the strength is an understatement. Oh, my God. Absolutely beautiful work here. And oh, man, brings them into the ring. You see the Usos playing a part in this matchup, not giving a damn about what's to go on. And oh, uppercut there. Beautiful uppercut. Signature uppercuts from Claudio. Claudio now looking to hug him. And oh, looking to get a hug-based position. Looking to work on the lower back there. Picking him up. Now we're dropping him down low. Very beautiful into a bomb. And oh, quick kick out there by Solo Sikoa. Beautiful work there. And like I said, this matchup was going to be as hard-hitting as they come. Listen, I wouldn't want it any other way. These men, they hit hard. They hit hard as hell. And when you're stepping into the ring with the likes of Solo Sikoa and Claudio Castagnoli, you can only ask for but so much. In matches like these, I mean, these matches, like I said before, as hard-hitting as they get. And now look at him just putting the ground and pound on Solo. Solo has barely been able to find his proper footing in this matchup. But when he hits Claudio gets hit. But Claudio now, oh, man. We've seen it in the first matchup tonight, and now we're seeing it again, the numbers advantage. And we see now Solo showing off to the crowd because he sees exactly what his brothers are doing. And, of course, the Usos, the tag team champions, they're going to look out for little brother Solo. And, oh, my God. Suplex there. Very nice snap there by Solo Sikoa. Sikoa now looking to do some other damage to Claudio Castagnoli. Picking him up and dropping him down. Beautiful neckbreaker variation there. Looking to pick him up, but Claudio leaving the ring. And now Claudio showing off the Solo, meeting him on the outside. And Claudio just wrenching Solo back. I mean, name a guy that can pick up Solo Sikoa like that. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Claudio Castagnoli is just on a completely different level here tonight. I mean, the tides of Raw have been changing as we know it. We've been seeing a lot of new guys make their faces here in Universe mode. Some people have been aligning themselves with people. Some people have just been making, just a statement. Whatever this man decides to do, he's making an impact. Either way, even if he doesn't win this matchup, the match he's putting on with Solo is absolutely beautiful because both these men are putting up a fight. And wait a minute, Solo now bringing himself into the ring. Nicely done there by Solo Sikoa. Claudio meeting him in the ring, though. Nicely done there, bringing him into the corner. Solo could be in trouble here. Claudio with a couple of punches. Jimmy bringing a chair into the ring, trying to distract the referee for a second, distracting Claudio for a second, and that definitely helped Claudio get a bit of the upper hand. But now Solo making me eat my words. Solo fighting back. Solo having a bit of the upper hand. You gotta argue maybe the chair did some justice for Solo as well. And wait a minute, as it was intended to do, Solo now picking up Claudio, stun gun off the ropes. A little bit of a receipt by Solo Sikoa going to cover. Now this can be it here, and no. Not even close. Solo Sikoa has so much more fight to go. It feels like, and oh my God, absolutely disgusting, absolutely brutalizing behavior we're seeing here from the Street Champ himself. And oh my God, amazing power slam there. And no, goes for a slap to the chest. Claudio moving out of the way now. Claudio, spine buster by Castagnoli. And oh man, what does Claudio have in mind here? Claudio, up he goes, down it goes as well. Absolutely disgusting work we're seeing here by Claudio Castagnoli. Kick to the back there. You see Jay. You see the face of Jay. He's looking a little concerned, more concerned than we've ever seen him look for. Solo Sikoa. You see, he's thinking to himself, going back to the drawing board. You gotta think Solo and Jay are the two men who really took point on the whole capturing the tribal chief thing. And big lariat there. Absolutely disgusting. Two, and no. Kick out there by Solo Sikoa. Nicely done there. And oh man, Sikoa's trying to stay in this, trying to fight back with every which way he can, but you can't blame him for feeling a little fatigued. You can't blame him for not having very much fight back left. And oh my God, into the cover. That's got to be it. 1, 2, and no! Solo staying alive, Solo finding something in him. Something within him, trying to fight, trying to keep the fight alive. For his blood, trying to keep the fight alive. For the NOI family. You see Jay telling Jimmy to go up there and help him. But it's doing him no justice. Castagnoli now, up and down it goes. And oh man, it looked like he want to bring Solo around and around, but Solo getting up to his feet, and Claudio through the ropes but missed. Solo now finding himself, slap to the chest, picks him up and hits him with a Samoan drop. This is that Umaga style that we love so very much from Solo Sikoa. He does a damn good job. He does a damn good job at being the reincarnation. And oh man, wait a minute now. He sees Claudio in a desperate spot. A spot Claudio hasn't been in all night. If you ask me, Claudio now down. Solo to the top. Claudio with a... Oh my God, Solo with a big splash. Uso splash. 2, no. He went to his brother's arsenals. He got the Uso splash. It didn't get the job done. If he wants to put the nail in the coffin, he's going to have to get that spike. That Samoan spike. And I think he knows it, and he's working on the arm of Claudio, trying to make sure when he hits it. Tries to go for a little bit of Rikishi there, but couldn't get him. Takes him down, it goes. And now Jay. First time Jay is being a benefactor in the matchup. First time Jay is executing himself in the matchup. Looked like he wanted to go for a belly-to-belly, but Claudio said no, had other plans for him. And wait a minute, another big time powerbomb by Claudio. The strength and the brutalization that Claudio has been displaying here tonight has been absolutely incredible. And Claudio picks him up. And this is not good. If you're Solo Sikoa, look at the strength. Beautiful UFO by Claudio Castagnoli. And Jay and Claudio in each other's faces. The heat is coming off of the roof. There's nowhere for anybody to go. The matchup is at a standpoint. Claudio picks him up. And it's sharp shooter time. Locks it in and gets the ropes. He gets the ropes now, just punching him in the face over and over again. And oh my God, absolutely disgusting. Solo looks absolutely laid out here tonight. Claudio going to the top rope. What the? Oh my God. The elbow drop has to be the defining factor, the thing to put it away, and it is. It is, and you can't blame it. But the crowd is not for this. The crowd is not feeling this one. And I know I cannot blame them. This was definitely an upset. If you ask me, did I see Solo Sikoa losing here tonight against Claudio Castagnoli, I would have said no. And the Usos are upset. And you can't blame them here. Your winner. This man right here, Claudio Castagnoli. But wait a minute. Rollins and Moxley on the outside. Can we get a camera going on here? Rollins taking down Jimmy. Moxley taking down Jay. Oh my God, they did it so quick we couldn't get a camera on it. But they're in the ring cheering on Claudio, and I think this basically means Roman has been replaced. Wow. Oh my God, speaking of Roman, speaking of the big dog, the former muscle of the Shield. Oh my God, we know he has a beef with all three of these men. The big question is, what does he think of Claudio aligning himself with the Shield? So this is my replacement, huh? I can't even be mad. Claudio freaking Castagnoli. I mean, what a professional wrestler. What a guy you grabbed. But he may be a guy. He may be known as the Superman, but he's not the guy. He's not the big dog. He's not Roman Reigns. And a lot of people think that I might be a little bit of without an identity as of late, but I have a purpose, and that purpose is the only thing driving me to do what I'm doing right now. And I want you, Seth Rollins. Matter of fact, I'm not coming out here and asking you. I'm telling you. I talked to Regal and he agreed nothing more than Seth Rollins, the man who stabbed me in the back to begin with, to go one-on-one with Roman Reigns in a Falls Count Anywhere.
Oh my God.
Like I said, Rollins, Moxley, and now you, Claudio. My entire purpose is to make your life a living hell.
Oh my God, and Claudio's asking Rollins what the hell? He's looking at Rollins like he did not expect that. Moxley looks a bit concerned for Seth Rollins, and it seems like the Shield, what I can say is the Shield, they're looking at Rollins for answers. They're looking at Rollins for something, but there's nothing Rollins can do. Rollins is trying to sit down and conversate, trying to figure out what happened. How did he get put in this position? But all that you need to know is I can almost confirm it. I'm going to see if I can get a confirmation on it. But Unforgiven, Rollins, and Reigns. And that's going to be damn good. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to focus on Raw here tonight. And Raw, up next, Malachi Black speaks to the WWE Universe. We're finally going to see what's going on inside the mind of Malachi Black. It's going to be damn good, and it's up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your general manager, Sir William Regal here, and I am here to announce that Randy Orton has struck a deal here in Universe Mode to get a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity. If there's one thing that I like, I love the villains that play a role here in Universe Mode, and Randy's done some work. He's definitely done some work. He put out one of our top guys, but he definitely earns an opportunity. And Orton, you will be given that opportunity. The night after Unforgiven, you will be given a World Heavyweight Championship match in the main event of Raw.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back out here in the Raw zone, and I said it before, I'll say it again. Coming up next right now, we are to hear from Malachi Black. I mean, it's set almost in stone that him and Cody are going to be having a battle, a war almost coming up at Unforgiven. And oh man, when you hear the ominous music, when you see the candles lit, when you see the smoke but no mirrors, when you see just darkness at the end of your tunnel when your light is cut out, look for this man right here. A man who is on a mission to show the WWE, to show everybody that he is the man to be. Malachi Black's soul's purpose is to bring darkness to the WWE, to bring darkness to Raw, and he looks to do it while taking over the World Heavyweight Championship. Cody has faced a lot of men in the past, but this man has to be the one to put Cody in the most jeopardy of losing that championship. This is a man who hasn't said many words, hit one fade to black that put Cody on his back. And ever since then, Cody, we haven't seen Cody really. He's been dipping in and out. We know he's been around, but there's just nothing Cody wants to say. There's nothing Cody wants to do more than defeat this man, to defeat the guy who has only darkness in his mind. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen Malachi Black, this man dominated the Indies and climbed his way back to the top of the mountain, and he is here in Universe Mode. The top of the mountain led him here inside the Raw zone, and what could be coming up, an Unforgiving match for the World Heavyweight Championship. We know he wants the title, we know he wants RHODES, and listen, just listen to this crowd. Oh my God. I mean, hey, I don't think anybody expected people to still be hyped up to see Malachi Black after he's been destroying everybody's American nightmare.
You know, I never thought that Never thought that William Regal would give me a live microphone. But ladies and gentlemen, if you could settle down for a second, I want to introduce myself to you. I feel like everybody knows who I am, but I feel like my face has been all over Raw for too many weeks for me not to give you guys a proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Malachi Black. I want you to remember that name. I want you to look into my eyes as I tell you these words. I want you to really understand the ride we are about to go on, because some people love me, some people hate me, some of you have no idea who I am, but I am here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is Cody Rhodes, and that is Cody Rhodes World's Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, that's right, Rhodes. I want you at Unforgiven. I want your World Heavyweight Championship at Unforgiven. I want to be the guy who says he walked into the main event and he's the only man to put down the American Nightmare, because last week I told a particular story about that American Nightmare. I told a particular story about Cody Rhodes, how he was once a man begging at his knees for an opportunity, at me for an opportunity for what I represent, and now he's come on over to the WWE and he wants to make a name for himself. Hey, Cody. Oh my God. We were just talking about you. I guess I'm not gonna get the finish because the big Cody Rhodes has something on his mind. Are you gonna talk? Hey, come down to the ring and get a microphone. Matter of fact, I'll meet you up there. Oh man, Cody's telling him to meet him out there then, and Black saying he's coming, and we got a referee in there trying to hold him back. I mean, this is good, but wait a minute, it doesn't seem like any referee can hold him back. Malachi Black wants to get his hands on Cody Rhodes. Malachi Black despises everything Rhodes stands for, but the American Nightmare is here in the Raw Zone, and he is not gonna stand for it. Malachi Black meeting him at the top like he said he would, and this is only gonna break down from here. Both men going at each other with everything that they could possibly throw. Security, nothing can get the and William Regal just made it official as these two men are brawling, as we could pull them away with every security we could grab. Malachi Black, Cody Rhodes, World Heavyweight Championship at next week at Unforgiven. It's going to be a damn good match, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow. Just the fact that it's confirmed is absolutely nuts. What a segment that was. What a match to be confirmed. Well, our main event is set. And speaking of the main event, the person that's on Rhea's left is the guy that's going to be set for the main event of SummerSlam. The pillar himself, Finn Balor. I wonder how he's feeling after he got called out earlier tonight by Adam Cole. But focusing on this matchup right here, it is going to be a 2-on-2 matchup. Los Lotharios are going to take on the Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. So here's the story on this. So last week, Finn Balor, let's bring it back a little further. Dominic Mysterio joined Judgment Day with one goal in mind, and that was for him to just be out of his father's life. He didn't want anything to do with Rey Mysterio. He didn't want to start his career being in the shadow of him. He wanted to do his own thing and bring the Mysterio name to different levels, different heights, and that's exactly what he's been trying to prove to do. Balor noticed that. Balor recognized that Dominic Mysterio wanted to do something different with his career, recruited him to the Judgment Day, brought him where misfits are fit best, and that is inside Judgment Day, and he brought him to Judgment Day. We're here, we're seeing him, and last week he told him simply, listen, we're gonna have you in a one-on-one matchup, and that matchup is going to be against Drew Gulak. If you can win that matchup, we'll slowly move you up, and before you know it, you'll be a champion. Those are words that Finn Balor promised. So last week he won his debut matchup. Tonight he's in his debut tag matchup. We've seen him do it single wise. Tonight we're gonna see if he can do it with Damian Priest by his side. We're gonna see if he can do it with his teammates, because you gotta be a team player in Judgment Day. And that's all Finn Balor wants. Finn Balor just wants to see if Dominic Mysterio can be a team player with Damian Priest. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how that can go. See how that will go. First time we're seeing Damian Priest in action in a while. Last matchup I remember from Damian Priest was Season 1 when he took on Kevin Owens. And that was definitely an interesting matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, Los Lotharios, it's going to be a great one. Angel and Humberto
Both men out here tonight looking to make a name for themselves, looking to, you know, make a little bit of a name for the Los Lotharios team. They're making their debuts here tonight against the debuting team of Judgment Day. Judgment Day hasn't, you know, wrestled many tag team matches here in Universal Mode, at least Dominic Mysterio. So debuts all around here in Universal Mode. So it's definitely going to be a good one to see how this one goes. Also wanting to, you know, mention that we're seeing Rhea Ripley on the outside here tonight, and that's really good because we haven't seen her since Extreme Rules. We haven't really seen what's on the mind of Rhea, what Rhea's been doing since Extreme Rules. She got put to a flaming table. Like, I'm surprised she's so okay with her back being as exposed with the air hitting it. Like, Rhea was out for a couple of weeks due to that, but she's here, she's back, she's ready to go. And, you know, we're going to see what we have in store for her. But Dominic Mysterio bouncing over the ropes and dropping down. Nicely done there by Dominic Mysterio. You see Rhea Ripley making sure Dominic is okay. Coming to the aid of Dominic Mysterio. Nicely done there by Rhea Ripley, making sure her team is looking good every which way. But Dominic, this is the big showcase for Dominic. I mean, yes, it's going to be nice to see, you know, Damian Priest wrestle. But this is a big true test for Dominic to see if he can do what he did last week against Drew Gulak, if he can do that in a team. Once you pass these two trials, I'm pretty sure there's a third one after this, but once you pass these trials Finn Balor's coming up with, not only are you fully in Judgment Day, but you're trusted. That's one of the big important things in Judgment Day. They need to make sure that they can trust you. And if they can trust you to get the job done by yourself, and they can trust you to get the job done as a tag team, I'm pretty sure Dominic Mysterio's in for a pretty good career. Because if the Judgment Day have your back, you're good for life. But wait a minute, nice tag there by Humberto tagging an Angel. Now Angel with a drop kick to Dominic Mysterio there, nicely done. I just want to call out in this matchup, the luchador Spanish culture is definitely radiating in this matchup. All four of these gentlemen representing that Spanish culture of wrestling. It very nice. And, oh, wait a minute, nicely done. Irish whip there. And no, Dominic getting tangled up there, looking to break something up there from Angel, but Angel with a nice Hurricane Rana. Taking down Dominic Mysterio. Mysterio had his footing very well there with Humberto, but it seems like with Angel, it's a little bit of a difference maker. It seems like Angel, you know, Angel is one, you know, the more, you know, veteran out of the team. You know, both men being cousins, Angel and Humberto. You know, both men being cousins, but Angel has more experience, so it makes sense on why he has a little bit more of the upper hand here tonight on Dominic Mysterio. But I'm pretty sure we'd see a little bit of a tide change if we got, you know, Damian in the ring. But Damian coming to the aid of Dominic, making sure Dominic has it. But Dominic told him he's got it. And beautiful frequent tag team work here by, you know, Los Lotharios. You know, them keeping the tags fresh. Humberto was in the ring, then tagged an Angel. Angel tagging in Humberto again. It's only been Dominic in the ring, really. You know, he hasn't tagged in anybody, but he's staying fresh. Nice neck breaker variation there by Dominic Mysterio. Mysterio now trying to go for a quick cover here. One, and no. Angel was definitely there, though. And because of those frequent tags, both men have been able to, you know, keep up their stamina, keep up their strength, and just overall keep up how they've been doing things in the ring. Not having a lot of time in the rings. And wait a minute, Dominic trying to go for a little bit of three amigos here tonight, and doing it very, very nice. Doing it picture perfect, beautiful, and old. Hits the third one in, nicely done there by Dom, and Dom now going to the top. Angel trying to get in the way of Dominic, but Dominic with a big frog splash there into the cover. This could be it here. One, and no, Angel getting in the way. Yeah, you could argue that's ring awareness from Dom. You can argue that's just a fair takeout. But look at Damian Priest doing his job here. And Dominic showing out to the crowd, and the crowd is not feeling Judgment Day here tonight, and you can't blame him. Dominic calling him up to his feet. Humberto trying to find himself, barely dazed in this matchup, and oh, once again, over the rope goes Dominic. And the crowd is definitely upset, but they are wowed. You can't blame them for being wowed. And wait a minute, Damian Priest now, oh! Damian Priest taking down Angel there. Nicely done there by Priest, not playing any games here with Angel. And you see Humberto still getting worked on by Dominic Mysterio. You gotta think that this is gonna play some type of factor in their negotiating to see exactly where they want to place Dom when it comes to the Judgment Day. Dominic's definitely taking his time with this matchup. An kick to the midsection there. Humberto taking down Dominic. Dominic could be in a little bit of trouble here. Both men going for a collar tie lockup. Humberto getting the Irish whip in. Oh man, Dominic is in Los Lothario's corner. That is not good. You do not want to be in that corner, but wait a minute. Dominic now getting hit with a little bit of, oh my God. And now Damian Priest getting stunned off the ropes. I know that had to give Priest a little bit of flashbacks. Oh my God, Judgment Day is just not looking good so far in this matchup. Humberto to the top rope looking to scout Dominic, and he does. Oh my goodness. I said it before and I'll say it again. I mean, when you talk about having it well scouted, these guys are doing it. And oh, Humberto showing off and showing out any which way he can, any which way he knows how. Various moonsaults by Humberto. Humberto now tagging in Angel, and now Angel Garza ready for anything off the ropes. And oh, wait a minute, Finn Balor's in the ring. Balor distracting the referee telling Balor to leave the ring, and that was just enough for Damian Priest to get in the ring. That is all the distraction Judgment Day needed, and this is the perfect thing about the numbers game. This is that perfect thing about the numbers game. It comes in clutch, and when you need it, it's right there for you too. No, not even a 2 count. But Damian Priest, for the first time in this matchup, you gotta think Dominic is gonna need this long break. If he could get one, I'd say use it, but oh, suplex there by Angel. The two more seasoned veterans in the ring, but now tagging in the young gun, Humberto now. Humberto and Priest. Wait a minute, Priest looking to put it away with a razor's edge. Looking to put Humberto away with a little bit of razor's edge. Gets up. Goes for the cover. 1, and no. Dominic ran to him, but Angel was just that much faster. And then again, Judgment Day was more in the corner of Damian Priest. But man, what razor's edge by Priest, absolutely beautiful. Now Humberto looking to bring Priest into the corner, looking to shake off the cobwebs a little bit from that razor's edge. And oh man, wait a minute, picture perfect by Humberto. 1, 2, no. Priest staying in this. Nicely done there by Damian Priest, staying in this matchup. And wait a minute, oh. Crowd chanting tag team wrestling, and you can't blame them. I mean, we've seen bits and pieces of it last week. We've seen one hell of a tag team match in the main event. Wait a minute, choke slam. 1, 2, and no. Oh my God. What the hell are we consistently seeing? All 4 men throwing everything they have at each other, trying to put on an absolute banger here in the Raw zone. Dominic Mysterio walking off real cool and ominous, and smacking Angel right down to the middle of the mat. And while the referee's distracted, Finn Balor's doing some damage to Humberto and finding his way back to the Judgment Day's corner. And look at Dominic focusing on the inside of the matchup. Dominic absolutely destroying Angel Garza any which way he can, and now tagging in Damian Priest. It seems to be light work for him now. And oh my God, takedown there by Priest. And oh my God, Priest trying to grab Angel, but Humberto getting the tag in. This could be good for Los Lotharios, picking him up, scooping both his knees. And oh! Muscle buster variation. 1, 2, no. Damian Priest fighting back. I mean, hey, these guys are fighting for a purpose. They're fighting to keep Judgment Day on the map here on Raw. So if you ask me, I'd say they gotta fight with purpose. They gotta fight with all that much more purpose. And oh, drop kick there by Angel. Man, oh man, the both seasoned men in the ring, but at the same time, Damian Priest looks hurt. He looks a little out, but they're in Judgment Day's corner, so if he does go for a pin, this could look good for him, but I don't think Angel's thinking of a pin. Oh my God! Into the cover. 1, no. Oh! Dominic, the referee getting hit. That was definitely a mistake, but the ref is out. The ref is out. What the hell? And wait a minute, Humberto trying to do something big here, but Damian Priest saying no. The tides are turning for Judgment Day, and oh, neck breaker there. Priest now calling a shot. Sees Angel exactly where he needs him. Humberto is getting beat up on the outside by Dominic. Dominic making sure there could be no outside interference, because after this one, it's definitely put away. Come on, ref.
Come on. 2. There we go. It took her a minute. She got a little hurt in the matchup, but she got the job done, and so did the Judgment Day. What a match. What a match indeed. Los Lotharios, you can argue they may have had a chance, but after that referee got knocked out, Judgment Day knew exactly where they needed that one scouted, and Rhea and Finn can only be proud of the work that Dominic and Damian Priest have done here tonight. These two guys not only representing Judgment Day, but putting on an absolute clinic for Judgment Day, and now all 4 men and women can celebrate as accordingly. Boys, what a win, what a win. So this is what the Raw Zone is all about. And if you ask me, I think it's a perfect size for a pillar known as Finn Balor. Now, it's a damn shame over the last couple of weeks I haven't been main eventing Raw as I once did when I dominated time after time after time again. But to take a step back, not to stroke the ego too much of the Judgment Day, something big is coming in 1 month. That's SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes, Malachi Black. Oh man, the competition is looking fairly rough, but I've had plenty of names to look over. John Cena, Santos Escobar, Rey Mysterio, so many men I've had to worry about taking Cody Rhodes World Heavyweight Championship. Good thing that doesn't change my destiny. And what my destiny is in the main event of SummerSlam, when Finn Balor walks out World Heavyweight Champion and truly solidifies the Judgment Day as the top true faction here in Universe Mode. But since Cody's taking a pit stop at Unforgiven, that's gonna be a good one. Oh man, I'm all excited for it, boys. I mean, do you see me? But anyway, Unforgiven, a certain name called me out earlier tonight, and that name is Adam Cole. Now, Cole, I know you're feeling all big in your head, thinking, hey, I gotta win over the Pillars. Listen, I would be too. Beating Finn Balor, that's a pretty big deal. You don't do that every day in your wrestling career, but you did it. I'll give you props for that. But if you want to do it again, that right there, that's not going to happen. You and me, one-on-one in a straight-up wrestling match. You want me, I want you. Let's solidify this, and let's get it done at Unforgiven. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, tonight, up next, it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Robert Roode. The rivalry is going to be rekindled tonight, and only for tonight, because both of these men want an opportunity at Austin Theory, but only one man can get that opportunity come Unforgiven. Who will it be? Roode or McIntyre? Comment down below. This matchup has blockbuster all around it, and it's going to be a damn good one. It comes up next. Well, as Shayna Baszler was saying that, LA Knight went to William Regal and he said, give me Bronson Reed next week. So next week, it goes down. LA Knight versus Bronson Reed. It goes down on Universe Mode. Saturday Night Raw is only heating up. Yeah. Listen, I am here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to be the absolute best. I am all about wrestling and hurting my opponents. So if you want to be that victim, LA Knight, then you're signed up. In the words of Mark Henry, it's time for the main event. And it's gonna be absolutely glorious. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Roode versus Drew McIntyre. The rivalry
is being rekindled. The match is taking place. Austin Theory needs an unforgiven Intercontinental Champion, and the man who feels like he got screwed out of a victory looks to step up to the plate again tonight. We see the Glorious One go against the Scottish Psychopath, a matchup that was rated as one of the best matches we have seen here in Universe Mode. A matchup that we have never had a matchup like this before ever happen on a pay-per-view, but a matchup that got a last-minute add to the Fastlane pay-per-view when Robert Roode took on Drew McIntyre. They put an absolute banger. The rivalry continued into WrestleMania when they fought in a triple threat match against Sheamus. It was Sheamus, Roode, and McIntyre. And Roode was the one to be able to get the job done. When it comes to the big ones, Roode gets the job done. The big question is, will he get put back in that same opportunity? Will that opportunity be able to strike for him again? I don't know, because he's going against a different Drew McIntyre, a more focused Drew McIntyre. We've seen Drew McIntyre go against Bobby Lashley a couple of weeks ago here on Raw when he made his triumphant return. And it was a return, it was. Big question is, who's going to win this matchup? Comment down below. Who's going to face Theory at Unforgiven? Will it be Roode or will it be McIntyre? Either way, it's going to be a damn good matchup, just like this one here tonight. Oh, man. The Raw zone is absolutely lit off of their feet because they know what's coming, and that is a Scottish warrior. This man says Raw needs to get brought back to true dominance. Raw needs to get brought back to what it once was, and that was when professional wrestlers were wrestling in a wrestling ring. And he says he is back to do that. He is back to be the workhorseman that he knows Raw needs, and he is back to become a pillar. McIntyre has one goal in mind, and that is to be the best of the best, and it seems like the Intercontinental Championship is in his sights. And imagine seeing the gold around his waist. It can happen. The mid-card division is absolutely set off of their feet. Anything can go down, and that is the beautiful, beautiful part about Universe Mode. Anything can truly happen. But ladies and gentlemen, Austin Theory needs a challenger for his Intercontinental Championship, and a lot of people would say that when Theory won, it was a bit of a screw finish. You know, a lot of people feel like he shouldn't be in the position that he's in. He shouldn't be the champion. But regardless of the fact he's champion, and there needs to be a contender, and only one man can truly walk away with the victory. It can either be Robert Roode or Drew McIntyre. Big question is, who's it going to be? Let's find out. The matchup is finally underway. Both men going at it, and oh, Robert Roode. If anybody's curious how this matchup started up, how this matchup came to be last week, Drew McIntyre let it be known to the WWE Universe that he is setting his sights, he's setting his attentions on the Intercontinental Championship, and Robert Roode then interrupted the interview and said simply, listen, I'm not going for that. And wait a minute, Robert Roode trying to put him away early here with a little bit of a crossface. Nice there, locking the arm back, but Drew McIntyre, too technical, too good, and oh, gets out of it. Very nicely done there by Drew McIntyre, but like I was saying earlier, nice takedown there by McIntyre. Like I was saying earlier, ladies and gentlemen, last week, you know, Robert Roode basically said, listen, I don't know who the hell you think you are, but I am owed due a rematch, and I'm going to get that rematch. And I guess Adam Pearce and William Regal came together, and what you see now is what you get, and this will determine who will be the next contender in line. But wait a minute, Drew McIntyre going to the top rope, something we don't see very often, and oh, dropping down low, nicely done there, going to the cover. Is this going to be it here? One, no. First pinfall in the match, a kick out there by Robert Roode. Nicely done. Let's talk about the career and accolade of Robert Roode for a second. I feel like we've just been talking of Drew McIntyre. Listen, Drew McIntyre, dangerous person, but Robert Roode's one of those sneaky, conniving wrestlers you will ever meet in the industry. But he makes sure when he's wrestling for the big one, the big coin, the big O, he gets the job done. So the big question is, will that be tonight, or will McIntyre be the difference maker? McIntyre now running at Roode, and oh, Roode getting into the ring. Perfect timing there by Robert Roode, throwing some strikes there to Drew McIntyre. Roode now has McIntyre up, and down he goes into the cover. This can be it here, but no. McIntyre's foot was just right there on the ropes. That's all McIntyre needed, and it definitely came in. It came into a factor. It came in clutch for him here tonight. Oh, McIntyre now taking down the left knee of Robert Roode knee. That knee's never been targeted before, so that's something new there by Drew McIntyre. And McIntyre trying to hit a powerbomb, one of his most famous moves. And oh! Big clothesline there by Robert Roode. Like I said, Roode, a dangerous competitor when he steps into the ring, and he's looking to put Drew McIntyre to his knees. And oh! When the matchup was advertised, I said it tonight, and I'll say it again. This right here is a rivalry rekindled. Both these men know each other all too well. And McIntyre now bringing down Roode. Roode thinking of what could be next, thinking what to do to himself, and oh! McIntyre looking to jump on Roode, and Roode moved out of the way with perfect timing. Executed beautifully. This is what I was talking about, the slyness by Robert Roode. Gets out of the way and executes. Beautifully done there, Robert Roode. Oh my God, nice knee to the face there by Robert Roode. Listen, like I said it earlier, and I'll say it again, Robert Roode is a generational talent, and oh! When he steps into the ring, it's unlike any other. And a rake to the back there by Robert Roode. Nicely done there. Drew McIntyre not looking too good in this matchup. This matchup was looking in favor of McIntyre, but I eat my words. DDT there. McIntyre with a big DDT. Feeling dangerous. Feeling thunder is here in the dome. And wait a minute. Oh! Wait a minute. That's Bobby Lashley. What the hell is Lashley doing out here? Roode rolled to the outside over on my area, and Lashley with a running power slam. What the hell is Bobby Lashley doing out here? Well, there's nowhere Lashley could go. Or excuse me, McIntyre could go. This was a #1 contenders matchup. And now it's turned into absolute chaos. Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Just absolutely launches him across the ring. But wait a minute. Who the hell is that? That's Adam Pearce.
Hey. Can I have your attention? Gentlemen, stop fighting right now. If you don't know who my name is Adam Pearce, and I am your new general manager of Raw. And what we will not be doing is what Raw has been doing, and that's everybody running around here like they got no sense in the world, but everybody wants to do what they want to do. Everybody wants to put general managers, officials on notice. Everybody wants to act like they're self-employed. You're not. You have a boss, and you're standing right in front of them. Now, I like what I'm seeing here. I'm liking that fight. I'm liking that grit. I'm liking that determination. That's something we haven't seen from you in a very long time, Bobby Lashley. And trust me, I'm taking notice. I'm taking notice very well. And because I'm taking so much notice, I'm thinking we redo this match next week. But we redo this match in a multi-man match. Not just any multi-man match, but I'm thinking Drew McIntyre versus Robert Roode versus Bobby Lashley versus a special opponent of my choosing in a fatal 4-way match for the right to take on Austin Theory for his Intercontinental Championship and Unforgiven. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great time we had here on Raw. We're going to close out the show with this one right here. If any one of you lay another hand on each other before this show ends, I can promise you won't get that matchup come next week in the main event. What the hell did we just see? Adam Pearce putting the mid-card division on notice. Ladies and gentlemen, next episode, face-to-face, Balor Cole. It goes down. It's going to be damn good, but that's not the only thing that goes down. LA Knight and Bronson Reed have been beefing for a couple of weeks, and next week, it all goes down. The rivalry accommodates. It goes down, and then finally, we see the match, LA Knight versus Bronson Reed. It has Blockbuster written all over it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button for more, subscribe for more, and it's going to be a damn good road. Man, it's been one hell of a ride. And Unforgiven shaping up. I just want to thank everybody for the support. And like and subscribe again. We are on the road to 2K, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.